Imagine a tree where each edge has a certain cost. And meet Bob. He is sitting at the top of this tree and his goal is to reach the bottom while minimizing the total cost. Now, a greedy algorithm is a special type of algorithm that solves a problem by making the best possible choice at each step. It only considers the optimal decision at the current moment rather than planning for the entire path ahead. But is this approach always the best? Can this approach lead Bob to the lowest cost path? Let's find out. At first, Bob has two choices. He can either take the left path with the cost of 4 or the right path with the cost of 2. Since Bob is following a greedy approach, he picks the right path because it has the lowest current cost, hoping this will lead to the lowest overall cost. Next, Bob again chooses the path with the lowest current cost, which leads him to the left. He repeats this process, always selecting the cheaper option at each step. After reaching the bottom, we add up the total cost of this journey, which turns out to be 10. And this is how greedy algorithm works. It makes the best choice at each step based on the information available at that moment. But there is a problem. There is another path in this tree with a total cost of 9, which is actually better than the greedy approach. And this shows that while greedy algorithms works well for certain types of problems, they can fail for others. Now, some algorithms we have already discussed on this channel, like Kruskal's algorithm for finding the minimum spanning tree and Dijkstra's algorithm for finding the shortest path, are examples of greedy algorithms that actually work efficiently in their specific cases. But as we have seen, greed does not always guarantee the best solution. In this video, we'll explore a classic greedy algorithm known as the Fractional Knapsack Problem. Imagine we have a knapsack or a bag with a capacity of 6 units, meaning it can hold up to 6 units of weight. We also have 3 products, each with a specific weight and profit. Our goal is to fill the bag in a way that maximizes the profit. What makes this problem unique is that we can take fractions of a product instead of just whole item, hence the name fractional knapsack. So, how does the greedy approach help us to solve this? Let's find out. Let's take a look at the first item, a grape. It has a weight of 3 and a profit of 9. Now, if we compare it with the other items, we find that the profit per unit weight is the highest for grapes. Since we are following a greedy approach, we'll pick the grape first to maximize profit. Adding grapes to the bag takes up 3 units of weight, so we subtract 3 from the total capacity. It also gives us a profit of 9, so we add 9 to our total profit. Now let's see what to pick next. Now we have 2 units of banana, which gives a profit of 5, and 2 units of fish, which gives a profit of 4. Since we are following a greedy approach, we compare their profit per unit weight and see that bananas provide more profit. So we pick the bananas next. This reduces the remaining bag capacity by 2 and our total profit increases by 5. Now we only have 1 unit of capacity left in our bag, but the fish weighs 2 units. Since this is the fractional knapsack problem, we can take half of the fish weight instead of the whole item. This fills up the remaining capacity and in return we gain 2 more units of profit. Now our bag is full and the total profit adds up to 16. And that's how we solve the fractional knapsack problem using the greedy approach, always picking the item with the highest profit per weight until the bag is full. Now let's formally solve this problem using an example. Here, the yellow array represents the weights of the items and the green array represents their corresponding profits. We have n equals 5, meaning there are 5 items, and w equals 70, which is the total capacity of the bag in this example. And to solve this problem using the greedy approach, first we calculate the profit to weight ratio for all these 5 items. And then we sort these items in descending order based on their ratio. And then we start picking items from the highest ratio. So the first item in our sorted list has a ratio of 6, which corresponds to an item with a weight of 10 and a profit of 60. So we add this item to the bag, increase the total profit by 60 and reduce the remaining capacity by 10. Now let's move to the next item. Here we have an item with a ratio of 5, and the item corresponding to this ratio has a weight of 30 and a profit of 150. So we add 150 to our total profit and subtract 30 from the remaining capacity. Next we have an item with a ratio of 4. This item has a weight of 25 and the profit of 100. So we add 100 to our total profit and decrease the remaining capacity by 25. Next, we have an item with a ratio of 3. This item has a weight of 40 and a profit of 100. However, we only have 5 units of capacity left, so we can only take a fraction of this item. Since the ratio is 3, the profit for 5 units of weight will be 15. So we add 15 to our total profit, and now the bag is full with 0 capacity remaining. At this point, we stop the algorithm and the final profit we obtain is the maximum possible for this example. And that's how we solve the fractional knapsack problem using the greedy approach.